Hi, I'm Thorn Bishop, and welcome to Top Secret Inc. Today we're walking through issue number 8 of Harley Quinn #1, Preludes and Knock Knock Jokes by DC Comics. Now, just take a seat and enjoy the ride. And now we jump into issue 8, called Gods and Mobsters. And buckle up because this one goes from 0 to absolute chaos in about 3 seconds flat. Big Barda is crashing through the sunroof of the study. Both Harley and the Riddler are having a what the hell moment, because who the hell is this giant Amazon woman falling through the building? Harley's brains start working overtime here, calculating her odds. She's thinking her best bet right now would probably be to put her money down on Big Barda winning this fight. Big Barda manages to land right in between Harley and the Riddler. Do we have a team-up? A 2-on-1 cage match? No. Both Harley and the Riddler turn around and run in opposite directions like sensible criminals. Barda points her mega rod at Harley, who's like, yeah, see you later, skater, and jumps and tumbles out of reach of Barda. Because when a 7-foot goddess warrior shows up with a weapon, you don't stick around for polite introductions here. Big Barda stops in place when her telecom earpiece goes off. It's Oracle on the line. They're talking back and forth about the situation. Oracle thought only the Riddler's crew is in the building. She wasn't aware that Harley was also there. That's not good. She also tells Big Barda that the security cams have been hacked, so she'll be going in blind. Oracle can't help with any backup whatsoever, which is kind of fantastic news for the criminals here. Barda starts walking down the hallway to find the perpetrators, and Oracle tells her she needs to make sure she doesn't destroy the place. Apparently, there are many priceless things that can't be replaced in this building. Barda drops the bomb that a grand piano was smashed in the study, and that one, I guess, didn't make it. Oracle specifically tells her to ensure at all costs that the bad guys do not find the entrance to the secret passage. Barda repeats the message out loud to confirm that she has the correct orders. Unknown to Big Barda, the Riddler was hiding nearby and heard everything about the entrance to the Batcave. The Riddler starts jumping up and down like a little kid in a candy store because now he has confirmation that the secret chamber actually exists. All he has to do is find it. From on top of a chandelier, Harley's squatting there watching the whole thing go by. She overheard Barda's conversation and she witnessed the Riddler doing like a little Irish jig. Now she's giggling at how childish he is, which is rich coming from a woman who's dressed like a jester. In another area, we got Nix and one of the Riddler's goons trading gunshots. Nix is really just a distraction so that Buster and Lewis can continue their search for the loot, which they don't find. But they do find Margot. Somehow she made it out of the room, across to the other end of the mansion, really far from where Harley knocked her out. But she's clearly dead here. I'm guessing the Riddler's goons must have finished the job off. Lewis bends over to check the body when Buster gets attacked by one of Riddler's goons. Another goon rushes in with a pair of scythes. Lewis grabs the medieval shield from a suit of armor just in time to prevent his own gruesome death. Now this is starting to get a little unfair here. Remember that hot chick in the Riddler outfit talking to Bruce? She pops her head through the door and starts firing a gun into the room. But don't worry, it looks like the score's about to even out here. Nick's buddy Kenny is up behind the Riddler's chica and puts the gun right to the back of her head. Politely, he asks the beautiful young lady to drop the pistol before a sudden accident might happen. She starts to sweat when both Kenny and the woman get lifted a foot off the ground by their back of the necks. And guess what? It's Big Barda. She's got them up in the air, telling them that they can argue about this behind bars. Everyone else in the room sees this and calls a 5-second truce to get the hell out of there before more chaos even happens. Harley rounds up her troops and walks back into the room with Big Barda. She tells Barda they know the Riddler's looking for the secret chamber, but they have no interest in it. All they want is the loot. You got one chance to decide, Barda. You can search this entire place for the Riddler by yourself, or we can help you get him. But in the end, we get a get-out-of-jail-free card tonight. Classic Harley negotiation tactics right there, folks. Now the scene jumps to a university in the dead of night where a door gets knocked and it opens. It's the office that belongs to Harley's old psychiatric professor. It's Shirley Bow and Dr. Chispazo showing up at nighttime because apparently normal business hours are just for normal people here. They bring a yearbook to Professor Odin Markus, presumably to ask about what he remembers about the death of Harley's old boyfriend. So now we can tell that this investigation is actually starting to heat up here. So now let's jump back to Wayne Manor. The Riddler's in the library pulling all the books off the shelves because everyone knows that if there's a secret passage in someone's mansion, it'll always be behind a bookshelf after you pull the correct book. Harley finds him and tells him to get out of there because Barda's on their tail. The Riddler's about to go head-to-head with Harley when she mentions that Barda said he'll never find it even if he sleeps on it. The Riddler realizes that the secret door must be under one of the beds in the mansion. He wants to know why she would even help him. And Harley's like, "Are you stupid? Why would I help Big Barda? She just locked me up anyway. We need to stick together or we're done for here." So they both end up running out of the study. In the main hallway, the Riddler reconnects with the goons, and all of them race up the stairs to the master bedroom. On the top of the landing, they're confronted by, you guessed it, Big Barda, and you can see the fear in their eyes. Barda grabs the carpet on the stairs and pulls it right from under them. At the same time, Harley and the quintet start firing the guns from the lower level up the staircase. The good old double cross, including the Riddler's hot female goon. So I don't know how she got down there to help Harley's team, but I'm not going to ask any questions. Big Barda has her hands full with the Riddler goons. Kenny walks over to, the Chica, and is so impressed with her work, he asks her if she wants to join the quintet. He pulls out an extra uniform shirt. She's kind of smitten by the offer and takes the shirt when a Riddler goon runs up from behind her and grabs it and steals it. He proclaims that he wants to be the newest member of the quintets because he knows shit going down with Barda right now. Maybe he can get his ass out of here. He ends up putting that shirt on and sparks start flying. The shirt is electrified. His body drops to the ground and he's still convulsing. Then Big Barda grabs the woman up again. Remember Chica? I guess she's getting busted too. Looks like Barda has almost everyone tied up now. The Riddler comes up from behind Harley, about to slash her with his cane sword. Harley whips out her little purse and pulls out a slinky, whipping it at him. The slinky enlarges and wraps around his entire body, trapping his arms and legs into the place. Now we got all the green guys taken down because apparently Harley's purse is like Mary Poppins' bag, but with weapons. Harley looks over to Barda and tells her they finished their part of the deal, now they're leaving untouched. Nix is pissed because they're empty-handed again. Buster looks over and says, hey, I'm not leaving empty-handed, and reaches for the floor-mounted grandfather clock attached to the wall. Big Barda turns around and tells Harley, I agreed to let you help me catch the Riddler. I did not agree to let you go free. Apparently Big Barda isn't the brightest Amazon goddess. No one in this world works for free. Then she yells at Buster to let go of the grandfather clock. Oracle hears the words grandfather clock from her earpiece and yells at Barda, you need to stop them and get them away from that clock. That's the entrance to the Batcave. Do whatever you have to do to stop them. They cannot move that clock. Barda responds, understood. Well, that's not really good for Batman's secret identity, is it? Barda warns him one last time to stop trying to rip the clock off the wall or she'll be forced to use her mega rod on them. Harley tries to control the situation by telling Barda, hey, we own it. We have a receipt here in my purse. Right from Bruce earlier this evening. She goes into her purse and tosses something right into Barda's face that blinds her momentarily. Buster manages to rip the clock right off the wall. The Riddler's losing his mind because they found the secret passage. Big Barda, currently blinded, yells for everyone to step away from the clock and fires the mega rod in all directions. The house is now getting blown to pieces inside and out. Harley tells the guys to get the hell out of there and regroup outside as Wayne Manor basically explodes all around them. Now, we jump back to the university. Doc Chispazo is questioning the university professor, who says without a doubt the boy's death was a suicide, and even the autopsy ruled it so. Shirley's rightfully pissed because the case is getting colder now. He tells the professor, hey, listen, we're just trying to find Harley, and we need to get leads to get to her faster. Professor looks at him and says, yeah, I do have some information that I can give you. Well, isn't that a little bit ominous here? Now we get back to the destroyed Wayne Manor, or what's kind of left of it anyway. Big Barda's ear receiver goes off. Oracle's trying to find out what happened, and all she could hear was explosions and bangs in the background. Barda explains that she's apprehended all of the Riddler goons after the collapse of the mansion. But there's nothing to worry about because she's protected the grandfather clock and it's completely unharmed. Inside Oracle's mind right now, she's thinking, Bruce is gonna fucking kill me. Back at the Harley hideout, Kenny's suffering from mild depression because he really had a thing for the Riddler's female accomplice. Remember that Chica? But hey, look at the bright side here. At least she didn't end up wearing the electric jacket. You can always just bust her out of jail later if you wanted to. Nix is kind of pissed again because they pulled another job but didn't bring home anything. No cash. Cashola. Nent. Harley gives him the story that it's not always about money, but also about the heist itself, though she knows people have to pay their bills. Suddenly, Harley gets sidelined by a very familiar voice. It's Professor Odin Markus on TV being interviewed because he just got honored with a very prestigious award in psychiatry. He's explaining how his study of evidence based on criminal activity connects to the study of love. And Harley starts to lose her shit because that's her work when she was studying underneath him. That's her entire research from university that was taken after she was first arrested for helping the Joker escape out of Arkham. Looks like she's gonna pay the professor a little visit soon.